Hey, what's up everybody? How we doing? Bringing to you today a very fun match here. This is a pretty cracked lobby in the sense that in this lobby is a player's stack who is in the top 50 players in the world as far as the rankings go. So already, straight off the bat, the lobby is not going to be straightforward. If you obviously know names and you check the leaderboards, you'll know, what I'm talking about. So I don't want to like call people's names out and be like this guy, because then I feel like it's kind of taking the mick a bit. So I'm keeping it general. Yeah, top 50 player and his team in here, who are all very good players as well. So yeah, just a fun high level game for you guys to watch. I know you guys like those high level games. Some of you ask for them a lot. Some of you prefer high damage, high knockout. Some of you prefer, you like to see me stressed out. But this is a very competitive lobby, so I think you guys will enjoy this one. I started it a little bit into the match because the start was just literal loot, and I know you guys come from My Hero Ultra Rumble, not looting simulator. So, there it is. What people don't understand about Momo with the cannons is you don't even like necessarily need to. I think some people don't like the cannons because they think, or at least they view it as, hey, I can't hit people reliably with this, which I get. But I think sometimes what people miss with the cannons is it's not always about trying to hit someone or even trying to zone deny. Sometimes it's about just putting it into an area where people are fighting and just making their brain overload, making them think that one extra thing, which is, oh, there's cannons here. And that one extra thing might be, the straw that breaks the camel's back for them. It might be the thing that lets your teammates get a hit off on them because they're looking at the cannons and not at your teammate. Or it might allow you to get close because they're too busy trying to avoid the cannons, instead of focusing on you approaching. So I think a lot of people, they tend to underestimate every facet of what. Not that I'm saying the cannons are an amazing gamma by any means, but there's definitely more uses to them than some people would originally think. I always forget. Recently, put myself up on screen there, so you know what? For the first time ever, I'm doing it mid-video. Already. does one might say eat fresh there or refresh? Eats fresh or refresh? Let me know. Play that back as many times as you need to. Looking down sights with Momo feels so ridiculous because you can't even aim anywhere most of the time. But you gotta do it to get a lay of the land sometimes. When you guys know that you're in a lobby with a strong team or strong teams how does it differ the way you approach the match compared to if you don't know if there's any good players in the lobby or not? Or if you are confident before the lobby starts that there's no one in the lobby who's going to specifically give you a problem? Do you guys have different approaches to how you will fight in that lobby or how you will even begin that match? Or is it you approach the game every single time the same way, regardless of if you have the best in your lobby or the worst in your lobby? You don't care either way. You're still gonna do what you do normally. Or do you just have that, that tweak that, you know what, I'm gonna do X, I'm gonna do Y because I'm worried about Z or I'm worried about ABC, Man, even on a replay, I feel bad beating up a Suyu because of her voice, Like, it just makes you feel bad. He's like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh, that's Cementos, man. He was trying to play Attack on Titan or something, and we was just all over him. I caught him in the air like a Titan catching him, ready to munch upon. But ain't nobody want to eat cement, so I just hit him with my hammer instead. Tut. Do you guys prefer Endeavor's? Endeavor's got two outfits in this game, and I feel like that goes unnoticed on some people. He's got the one where he's got the white shoulder pads, and then he's got the one where his suit's more, you know, I don't know if the color's like black or navy or whatever, but the dark color. So it's his like, you know, they call it the beta outfit, and then his alpha outfit. Did you see the way that Kendo, she just shrugged off the... I didn't even recognize this the first time. She just shrugged off the shoulder charge like, ugh, ugh, it's nothing. And then she just came back. Everyone else is always, you know, they're in tatters afterwards, but she was just like, I'm not fazed by it. I've been hit by harder stuff. You know, I'm just thinking now. Have you guys ever been smacked as a child? Like, did you have discipline that way? I did. If I was naughty when I was a kid, I would get smacked. And you know what? Great. I'm all for that, because that taught me not to fuck around when I was a kid. You know, if I got smacked, I know I ain't gonna do that shit again, whatever I was doing. Or at least I'm gonna think about it. I'm at least gonna think about it. So now I'm thinking, if Kendo was disciplined as a child, if she got smacked, one of her parents quite possibly could have used their big hand quirk, because she had to have gotten it from somewhere. She must have gotten the biggest smack as a child. Maybe that's why she's so well behaved in Class 1B. She's just disciplined, because her parents gave her not just any ordinary smack, they gave her the big hand smack when she was being naughty. Yeah, look at that. None of that bullshit when a Momo's ready for you. None of that spin to win nonsense when a Momo can see it coming. But when it's getting like this, it gets a bit dicey. When it gets like this, you have to go, okay then. I understand where you're coming from. And I don't like it. God damn, the way that Ford Fiesta just sort of phased in through the building there. See, this is where it gets, this is where, you know, the fun begins for you guys. At this circle, now, you know, now the big players are, you know, they're ready. Everybody had their fun in the early game and the mid game. Now the fight is gonna get going. You know, you've seen a few of those group heals come in clutch already at this point. You know, now the Bakugos are a-flying. Now the easy hits aren't a-coming. Now I have to think about things. Got my natural counter up there, Kendo. Look at that, she knows the drill. But we overwhelmed her. A good perception by that All Might there. He saw the situation and he was like, alright, I am here, but I gotta be there, you know? Look at that, man. Uraraka's always trying to fuck something up for everybody. Boom! This dude thought he was king of the castle after he pulled that Gamma out. He's like, I can run around and no one's gonna bother me, but I was ready for it. Ah, look at that. Poor All Might, man. And he's a serious dude as well, so when he went down, I was like, okay, this is gonna get even colder for us right now. Oh, look at that. That's horrid. That's a horrid spot to be in. But you know what? That spot I was in was so horrid, it gave my Deku time to get the revive. I was flabbergasted when he got that revive in the middle of this game. Like, I was thinking, where the hell did Frost get back into this game? Doesn't make any sense. That's how quickly he got that revive. You know, I gotta give that guy huge props. Because, yeah, Yeah, I took the whole team of three's aggro, and in that small time of me taking the whole team of three's aggro, he managed to just like shoot off somewhere, get a revive, and we're back having a 3v3 in the final circle. It was crazy, man. So shout outs to King Pino, shout outs for Frost. Those guys played amazing. Oh, get your guard broken, lad. They played amazing. So yeah, this is like, you know, this is one of those final circles where it's a real squad fight, you know? Like everyone in the team is doing stuff. It's not one of them, you know, I got there kind of late and I didn't get to do much. No, this is that one where everyone in the final circle, 3v3, if you don't pull your weight, your team loses. This is one of those ones, man. You kind of just had to be everywhere, keeping an eye on everything. And I was like, okay then. Have a cannon for your troubles. And again, the cannon, I didn't expect it to land, but the cannon was there to apply that pressure. The cannon was there to just keep the kendo busy, keep the shigaraki hiding behind it, buying time, stifling them, you know. And you know, props to the kendo. She tried to hold out. Props to the kendo. But you know, by that point, we had taken the game. We had taken the game. Very good match. Great players there. Like I said, pretty much like a top 1%, top 0.5%, maybe even lower than that. Final circle there. So yeah, credit to everyone in that. Everyone played very well. You know, our team, their team. And there you have it. A little look at a top 1% final circle, you know, squad battle to the death, if you will. And going into game 2 of the video. This is another fun little match. Not quite as, you know, crazy as the first one, but we get a lot of work done. So if you want to see a lot of damage, a lot of KOs for a Momo, this is the match to watch. So hopefully I've still got your attention. So we're flying into, again, the first part of the match. Nothing really going on there. When I have these pre-recordings, I try to make it as, you know, as easy to watch as possible. When we're, you know, we're recording it live and all that stuff. Sometimes, you know, I'm opening my big mouth at the start of the game, so it's got to be in there either way. But sometimes in these ones, if I can limit it, I'll try to do that for you. Time is valuable. Time is money. So I want to make your time worth it. This poor Derby, man, finding out. If he didn't know about his lack of movement before, he knew about it right then, I'll tell you that. My dude was, yeah, bunny hopping, you know. He was playing a game of Super Mario Brothers trying to get away from me. This is a bot, but even the bot I felt sorry for. Don't worry, there's like not any other bots in this game except from those ones. Wouldn't it be funny if I get this Derby down, then he's a bot as well. Hey, you're talking bullshit. I promise, I didn't know. Look at that, man. You know, a good Momo is always going to be a huge problem for a Derby. Huge problem. Huge. Whenever I'm playing Derby and I see a Momo, I'm just thinking, get that shit away from me. I don't get paid enough to deal with that. And it's not because like Momo's busted or anything like that. It's just more, it's such a nasty counter. You know, you can still, don't get me, here's the thing with counters in this game. You can still beat your counters. It's just going to be troublesome if the other person has an idea of why they're your counter, you know? So yeah, whenever I'm a Derby and I see a Momo, which isn't a lot because not a lot of people play Momo. Yeah, I just think that ain't worth it. Shigaraki ain't paying me enough to run into that one. Having more than one cannon is like really fun. But sometimes you don't get that in games as a Momo, purely because you're just trying to level up the first two. Like, having 2 or 3 cannons just isn't worth having a worse alpha or beta for it. I was on a all-might hitting frenzy with my shield in that, like, small moment. Well, see, if I didn't hesitate there, I could have actually gotten him on that. But I was a little bitch. I stepped away too far. I don't know what he got hit by there, but I'm telling you, that was nuclear. And then you have Deku there, and sniper elite smashing me out of my my shield. And he did not let up. He was like, "Where are you going, Momo?" Couldn't help but notice you ran off into the small building over there. Now, all for one, he was fucking all for fucking me up. But we managed to get away. See, at that point there, got some nice hits as well. But my intention wasn't to hit. Obviously, it's a bonus, but my intention wasn't to hit. My intention was to give King Pino a breather. Just to get some aggro off him. So again, that's what I mean. You know, a lot of the time, these cannon uses, they're not really for the case of, hey, I'm trying to get someone down with this thing. They're just for a case of some sort of accessory objective. Like, again, the cannons weren't going to take anyone down there when I threw them over at King Pino fighting like 2 or 3 people. But I know it might give him a chance to escape. Because they're like, oh god, these things are coming in. Maybe a Momo's coming over right now. If I don't move, I'm going to get hit by this thing. And they have to reposition. And those thoughts, those movements, that could make your teammate, in that case, you know, King Pino, have a chance to get away. And I don't know if it worked or not. Maybe those cannons did fuck all, you know? Maybe those cannons were about as useful as a cock-flavored lollipop. How am I to know? But if I didn't do it, maybe he would have died. You never know. So sometimes you just gotta put those cannons down and fire them away. You just gotta do it. So maybe he's playing the game and he's like, thank God Set put those cannons down. What a great guy. Or he could be thinking, why is that useless, stupid guy over there called Setano putting cannons over? Doesn't he realize they're just getting on my nerve? I don't know what he's thinking, but it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. I was very, very confident it was helping him. I was very confident. My logic is sound. Hey. Look at that. I love it. This is what I say. I'm one of the smartest. I might not be one of the most technically gifted. Like I said, the way I play, the way I'm successful at mhur is the way I use my brain. This is one of them moments where it just, it's just satisfying to watch it happen. Look, I know that Todoroki's coming at a certain point. Once I realize it, I use that cover ahead to completely take myself out of his eye line, knowing that he's going to come in this way, and then I jump out like I'm playing Call of Duty, you know? And I just, you know, you'll see it. It's here I notice him, and that's why I crouch. And then I jump out as soon as he's close enough to completely ambush him with my alpha. Lovely stuff. And you want us to go even deeper? As soon as I confirm, I reposition to an area where he can't hit me. I don't stand around like, hey, you ready to go again? I reposition after my successful attack to stand at a place where I can still see him and where I cannot be touched by him. That means, essentially, as soon as I'm ready to continue the fight again, it will be on my terms because he can't hit me getting up and he doesn't know what I'm doing, or it's hard for him to see what I'm doing. And on top of that, I know what he's doing at all times because I can see him. And then I use my abilities with the context of what the situation, what the cover I've given to myself allows me to do to break down distance. Now I know he's invulnerable. As he's invulnerable, he can pop 2 shots at me if I just stand there. So what do? I go behind cover. Standing right there, he can't shoot me even if he wanted to. And while I'm there, I know, okay, how do I get from this place where I'm safe from him? How do I get to him without taking damage? My shield. Bang. And there you have it. He tries to do the Todoroki special. He pays dearly for it. And that's all she wrote. I'm telling you, these Momo plays, they might not look as flashy as a Bakugo's jumping around in the air like a grasshopper, moving his hands around like he's trying to do Mr. Miyagi's training as he fires off explosions out of his palms like his name was Tony Stark wearing a big suit of armor. But if you know what to look for in the Momo plays, if you know what to look for in the you know, the elite Momo level gameplay, you can see the Momo version of all of that shit. You know? Because that's the thing, with some characters in this game, they'll never get the props that other characters get. Like, when you see a Bakugo popping off, it looks outrageous. When you see, like, a Deku popping off, it looks outrageous. When you see a Mount Lady popping off, it looks outrageous. But when you see, like, a Momo or, you know, someone like that beating those very same players, it doesn't look like much, and people won't get the respect for it because it doesn't look as flashy. But you're still doing a really good job to take those players out who are capable of that stuff. You know, that's why give some of us lower tier characters a bit of praise, because you know it's one of them things, man. It's one of them things. You know, everybody's working hard. Everybody's working hard. It's just that some characters look like they're working harder, you know? It looks like they're working harder. But anyway, that was a fun one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, second game was, you know, just all about the styling, really. First game was, you know, the strong end circle. Hopefully you gained something out of both of those. First game, you might have gained something about high level play towards the end circle. Second game, maybe you might have picked up some, you know, mentality tips and whatnot. Anyway, enough of me. You're probably sick of hearing me talk right now. Be like, this guy needs to shut up about his Momo stuff. Momo sucks, so do all the other characters that don't look amazing on screen. Set, stop giving us Momo videos. We're sick of it. Hey man, she's my main. What am I supposed to do? But I am trying to give you guys as many variations in between as well. Anyways, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Love you guys. Thank you very much for all your support, all of the watching of the videos that you guys do, all the comments, the likes. It really does mean a lot. So on that note, have a great day or evening, and I'll see you soon.